Hey Choro-Q fans, today we have a Alpine Renault A110 police version. It says here Z-49 is the actual, where it stands in the line of Choro-Q Zeros. And let's take a look here. Now truthfully, I've been trying to get the rally version at a decent price for several months now, but it just hasn't happened yet. But this one did come up at a relatively decent price, so we're going to go with this. I don't have any models of this car in 1/64 scale or cartoon form, so it had to be done. I would love to have this in 1/64, but I used to have one a long time ago in 1/87 scale, but I sold that one off. So, you know, these ChoroQs have these glue on your own mirrors, but they don't have any stocks, so I know that they're just going to snap off if I just touch them again, so that's why I don't glue these things on. Alright, so the police, I think in French, is gendarmerie. Going to Google Translate, probably mispronouncing that as usual. But anyways, here's a shot of one. You know, it must have been cool to run around in a sports car. This is the late 70s. I think it was like 1977. Alright. Okay, so side proportions definitely squished quite a bit. And now this one's running different types of wheels. Here's a rear view. It's interesting. It looks like there's some vents in the back. This is probably, I think this is actually a rear-engined car, if I recall. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then this giant photo here, this actually has the type of wheels I think that Choro-Q was going for, these blocky 6-spokes. So that's why I pulled that guy up. Now you will notice that on this model there's additional fog lights because I think this is casted to be a rally car. But you know, they have to maximize their return on investment, so this is just a police livery on a rally car molding, I think. Okay, well anyways, the headlights are yellow obviously. These are silver, these auxiliary lights. I see that they have some black here for these little bumperettes. And there actually is a license plate area here. Unfortunately, there's no actual license plate. Looks like we have the Alpine, or Alpine as I'm going to call it, there. And then I guess some attempt of a logo, but it's fairly small. But it looks around the right size for the real car, so that's good. I guess this thing has maybe some external hood hinges here. A little chrome strip running around along the center. Oh boy, yeah, so naturally it'd be nice if these had some sort of graphics or something. These light covers to look more realistic, but oh well. Alright, side markers are painted orange, and there's even a little silver paint here in these little vents, so that's a nice detail. The molded in bumper, or is it separate? I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's molded in, just painted. Well, maybe it's a separate piece, can't tell. I am curious how old this thing is, so let's look at the production dial here. I have to zoom in, I can't see it with my own eyes. Alright, so the 6th month of 2017, so 4 years old now. Okay, so now we can also see a little exhaust tip. It's actually a pretty thin exhaust pipe there, so that's pretty impressive for a toy. I mean, these things are supposed to be whipped around on the floor and running into walls, so that's really durable. It should be durable. I don't know if that is. Alright, we know what the car is, the brand of the car, and where it stands in the Choro-Q Zero lineup, so that's nice. And then these taillights are great, you know, 3 lights, and then on a white and, no, just silver background, but there's a ledge there, so it looks white for some reason. Alright, those vents there, no silver streaks up here, unfortunately. But since they're raised, it would be easy to add. But I don't know, maybe I'll do it. The really jumbled up Alpine Renault logo here, unfortunately. External hinges, silver trim around all the windows. These side windows, the little ribs here actually have some sort of dimensionality to it, or the pick is running into it. I think that's a groove. Yeah, interesting. Door handle sticking out a little bit, and silver. A little chrome strip here, and then the gendarmerie. Gendarmerie? Oh well. And then a nice little clear police light up top. So Oh, and there's also some wiper blades printed on. Nice touch. And then the wheels, yep, they do look kind of like those. The photograph is just that, they're missing some black paint in the middle, so I think I might add that later. Alright, I guess that's it. The riding stance could be better, that's for sure. In this side view, the tire is actually sunken underneath the fender on the real car. The front gap isn't too bad from the real one, it could be a little bit lower. So I think I'm gonna, come back and mess with that one. Okay. Okay, well, I added black paint to the wheels and a little silver on those rear vents after all. So let's compare it to a couple other Choro-Qs since I don't have this car in 164. So I'm going to stick with first the Renaults. So my favorite right now is the R5 Turbo, and I added a lot of black detail to this one. And then I have a Renault Kangoo, which is Police Municipal, I think. I think that might be how the French pronounce that one, I forget, but... Okay, so those are a couple French cars. Now let's stick up a couple other European police cars. We have this Mercedes, I think it's a C-Class Mercedes. And then we have an old classic Alfa Romeo for the Italian police. And then for the last one, a modern police Italian would be the Gallardo. So that's one of my favorites, obviously. And I put some alloy wheels on that one. So there we have a few police cars and one random R5 Turbo. I guess it's time to let this guy spin on its own. Alright, I don't have a police figure in cartoon form. I guess I'll have to keep an eye out for one. So I have the Enforcer Darth Vader instead. Alright, well, it's not the rally car I wanted, but it's still a pretty nice Choro-Q, I think. It's got a lot of printed details pretty much everywhere, so I'm quite happy about that. And so if you like French cars, you like police cars, this might be worth picking up. Alright, I'll see you in the next Zero review.